very, very cold day again today, so stay warm at home, stay wrapped up, and I'm sure I'll see a lot of you with blankets and hoodies wrapped up on Zoom again later. Today for maths you are finding a fraction of an amount. Now this is far more simple than it might sound. So we're going to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6, and then hopefully you will be all good with your work today. So you're going to have questions like finding 1/3 of 18. So I've drawn a bar model split into 3 equal parts because we're told it's a third, and we need to work out what one part of that 18 is. Now the easiest way to do this, and probably the only way to do this, is you could try and think, okay, this is basically 18 split into 3 equal parts. So that is the same as just doing 18 divided by 3. That's all we have done. 18 has been split up into thirds, into 3 equal parts. So to work out what one part is, one part would be 18 divided by 3. So that equals 6. So if we're now going to answer this question, what is 2/3 of 18? Well, we know what one part is. One part is 6. So if we were to shade another part in and add this bit as well, we know that this one part is 6. So this second part is basically 6 plus 6, or 6 times 2. So once we have worked out 1/3 is 6, we know that 2/3 must be 2 times 6, 2 times the value of 1/3. So that equals 12. So it is relatively straightforward. We are basically dividing by the denominator, and that is it. So we're going to do now 1/3 of 24. So 1/3 of 24. So again, we have our bar split into thirds, and we know this whole bar, the whole bar is a value of 24. And we're going to find out what 1/3 of this is. So this piece here. So again, we do exactly the same as what we did last time. We do 24 divided by 3. Now thinking of our times table facts, if you need to write them down, you absolutely can. But I know my 3 times table, so I know 24 divided by 3 is 8. So this one piece here has the value of 8. So if we were asked to work out what 2/3 is, we know that 2/3 would be 8 times 2, which would be 16. So 16 would be 2/3 of 24. Again, we have divided our whole number by the denominator, because that's the number of equal parts we've got, to get the value of 1/3. And then once you have got 1/3, you can easily work out 2/3 from there. I'll do one more. This time we're going to do 1/3 of 63. So we again have our bar split into thirds, and this whole bar has the value of 63. And we're again going to focus on what this one piece is. Now even if we don't know what 63 divided by 3 is, we can just use the bus stop method, the same as what you did when you did division earlier on. So we need to find 1/3 of 63. So we need to do 3 into 63. So 3 goes into 6 twice, and 3 goes into 3 once. So our value of 1/3 is 21. From there, again, we can find 2/3 because that equals 21 times 2, because we're now having 2/3. So 21 times 2 equals 42. So you won't always get thirds. I thought thirds were a good place to start because we're quite good with our 3 times table, and so we can divide things by 3 quite easily, and they're nice easy bars to draw. So now we are going to look at finding 3/8 of 24. So I'm not good. I will draw a bar actually. I'll draw a bar. So you don't need to draw a bar every time, but if the bar helps you, then that's absolutely fine. That's into 4. That'll be into 8. Okay, so our bar is worth 24, and we're going to find 1, 2, 3 parts. Before we can do that, we need to know what the value of one part is. So we're going to start by finding what 1/8 is. We're going to find out what one part of our bar is. So to do that, we need to do 24 divided by 8, which equals 3. So we now know that this one part is 3. We have split our 24 into 8 equal pieces, which is what we're being told here. And we at the moment have found what one piece is worth. So we now know what 1/8 is 3. So once you've got your 1/8, you can work out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's quite simple from there on. The next step is you times your 1/8, your value of 1/8, by how many 8s you need. So we want to know what 3/8 is. So 1/8 is 3, and we want to know what 3 of those are. So 3/8 must equal 9. So we would have in our bar, each one of these is worth 3. Because we know 1/8 is 3, because 24 divided into 8 is 3. And then we know that we have 1, 2, 3 of them to have 3/8. That means we equal 9. Okay, I'm going to do one more, which is in 6. Now it doesn't really matter what your numbers are, and what I think I will do is I will write the key steps at the end on the board for you. So this time we're going to find out what 5/6 of 36 is. So you're going to start in exactly the same way. Here's my bar, split into 6 equal-ish pieces. So this is 36. So to find out the value of 1, we need to do 36 divided by 6. That is going to give us 1/6. And we know that 36 divided by 6 is 6. So the value of this one here is 6. And this time we want to find 5. So if this 1 is worth 6, we need to do 6 times 5. We need to have all of these to find out what 5/6 is. So 5 times 6 is 30. So the answer up here is 30. 5/6 of 36 equals 30. So the two main steps. First thing you do, divide by the denominator. I'm going to run out of room. I can't wait to have a big board back. Divide by denominator. Okay? Then, if you need to, because you don't have 1, you multiply your answer to 1 by the numerator. Okay, so that's for example. So if we remember here, when we did 5/6 of 36, step 1 was 36 divided by 6 equals 6, because that gave us the value of 1/6. Yeah, and then secondly, we then had to work out 5/6. So we used our answer for number 1, which was 6, and we multiplied that by 5 to give us our answer of 30, which was 5/6. So I hope that is relatively straightforward. Any questions, Miss Ballard and I are online. And don't forget, we are Zooming at 1:30, so if we need to do any work afterwards, then we can. So have a great day, stay warm, and I will see you all later. Bye.